Fatal Frame is one of the most underrated horror series, and it's still alive and kicking. When it comes to ghost horror games, Fatal Frame is the undisputed master in my book, ever since the first title all the way back in 2002. Since then, Koei Tecmo has released many mainline games and multiple ports and remakes, including the awesome Fatal Frame 2 remake. But what many of you might not know is that the series also received a few spin-offs. So, elation and jubilation gamers from all around the world. I am Lucian, the World Gamer. Welcome to my show, where we explore the most obscure topics in the world of gaming. And you can't get more obscure than the spin-offs featuring the infamous camera obscura. So, without further ado, let's explore the very obscure world of the Fatal Frame spin-offs.
I began to see things other people can't see.
The Nintendo 3DS is a fantastic console that offers a unique spin on the 3D technology. There are many great games too, with your Super Mario 3D Land, Metroid Samus Returns, the Zelda games. There's enough to make anyone happy. But you wouldn't consider it a good fit for the horror genre. And you would be wrong, because there are quite a few horror games for our little 3DS, including Spirit Camera. Don't let the name fool you. This is indeed a spin-off of the Fatal Frame Project Zero series. However, this is an augmented reality game. Now this is something different. Not necessarily good, but different for sure. You use the camera on your 3DS, and then the action occurs with whatever camera is looking at as the background. The objective is to use the camera obscura to catch some ghosts that hide within your room, or whatever room you're in at the moment. This is actually a pretty neat concept that perfectly fits the lore of the game. However, the novelty wears off pretty quickly, especially considering that the AR stuff doesn't quite work as smoothly as it should. For example, to get things to work properly, you need to play on a very well-lit room, which kinda defeats the purpose of playing an atmospheric horror game now, doesn't it?
It's true.
Ironically, for me at least, the best parts are the ones that don't involve the 3DS camera, as they give the most classic horror vibes. But it's like barely the 10% of the game, and are so few and far between that these hardly count. And if nothing else, makes me wish that the whole game was like this. As it stands, it is an interesting experience for just a couple of hours, which is what you will get out of this game anyway. This one also got a physical release, but if you plan to buy it, make sure it also includes the booklet, which is necessary to play to trigger the AR events. But, worst case scenario, you can probably find a complete scan of it online. But yeah, overall, in spite of its original concept, Spirit Camera was a bit of a disappointment. With the novelty wearing off quickly, I was left wanting for more of a traditional experience without the gimmicky AR stuff. Imagine a Pokemon Snap, but with ghosts. Now that's more like it. This is strictly for fans of the series or of augmented reality games. If you made it this far into the video, hopefully you are enjoying it. If so, why not subscribe, like and hit the hype button like it owes you money. This way you will help me bringing you more content. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much. Your help is hugely appreciated. Believe it or not, Spirit Camera on 3DS was not even the first attempt to bring Fatal Frame into the gimmicky world of augmented reality. In 2004, Koei Tecmo released Real Zero, another edition, for specific Japanese mobile phones of the time. This is the true first spin-off of the Fatal Frame series, or Zero as it's known in Japan. This even predates other horror games for old cell phones that we've taken a look at on this channel, like Silent Hill DX and Resident Evil Degeneration. Feel free to check them out through the link in the description. Now, unfortunately, Real Zero is considered lost media and can't be downloaded again from the phones that had it installed back in the day, at least at the time of this video. Moreover, this was also a game available exclusively via subscription. So, long story short, the footage you're seeing right now comes from other channels who had the foresight to capture it for posterity. So truly kudos to them. Make sure to visit their channels through the links in the description and give them some love. Just like with Spirit Camera, you use the actual device's camera to find and fight ghosts in real life. Or rather, you take the picture and then use that as background during your ghost hunting. However, things get interesting when the game starts interacting with the email app from the phone itself to give you clues on where to find ghosts. It's actually pretty neat if you think about it. Moreover, if you manage to defeat enough ghosts, you get to download another app solely dedicated to the camera obscura that allows you to edit pictures of the ghosts you found in the game into actual pictures from your own library. Besides that, everything said for Spirit Camera also applies here. This didn't need to be an AR game. It would have worked way more smoothly if maybe the AR thing was an addition to something more classic. Also, it would have been lovely if this wasn't kept behind a subscription so that it could have been emulated and preserved for posterity. Again, commendable concept, but this would have mainly appealed to fans of the series. And that concludes our ride into the wild world of the Fatal Frame spin-offs. Were you expecting that all of them would revolve around augmented reality? I certainly would have loved to see a more classic title, not necessarily a survival horror, but maybe a shoot-'em-up with shooting photos as a main gameplay mechanic. Again, like Pokémon Snap, on-rail shooters worked well for Resident Evil with the Chronicle series after all. But this is just one guy's opinion on the internet, so now I want to know yours, down in the comments. Did you know about these games? What do you think of them? Will you try Spirit Camera? Are you into AR games? Share your thoughts in the comment section down below. Also, if you enjoyed this video, you probably are into horror games, and if so, make sure to check out my other horror gaming videos, including obscure stuff on Resident Evil and Silent Hill. And of course, if you wish to support me, make sure to like and hype the video, and subscribe for more content like this one. Your support truly does make a difference. But really, I just want to thank you for spending some of your precious time watching this video to the end. I will be seeing you in my next one, but until then, stay safe, play safe, world gamers.